So, hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we've got a bit of a sense of deja vu. Okay, so this morning we're going to use this leftover piece of pond liner, unfold it and see if it's big enough to lay down where we're going to put the... Yes, well big enough. Okay, so that's them all done up. I've just put the air on and we're just going to put 2 bar in this vessel.
Hello, darling.
Right, I'm just trimming the edge of the door off to fit the trims I've cut, which will go there just to finish it off nice. We've had a few problems with Cindy. Cindy's been ill for a couple of days, being sick and not eating her food, but as you can see now she's perfectly fine.
And coming up, we've also got a ginger beer recipe.
Here we are with my pressure vessel for the water pump, which has gone wrong again. So in the process of doing up this water mine, I don't want to buy another pump the same as what we've already got, which keeps going wrong. They're just not very well made, to be honest. They're Italian, most of them Italian made. Nothing against Italian made stuff, but it seems to be breaking down all the time, more and more. So I'll fix this one. What's happened is I'll show you what's happened. There was a little, well, the bag inside wasn't split, but what had happened is the thread on this bolt had stripped. Where it screws into is fine. The guys rethreaded it for me, but I had to go and buy literally just a new bolt because I left the old one with him, but the thread and the bolt had stripped and obviously released all the pressure in the vessel. So I'm going to put all this back together now and see if it works. So I've stolen the bed off the dogs to make it more comfy for me to get in here. I don't know how this will show up in the light. So this is where this red balloon sits on here with the rubber bag inside of it. Like I said, one of the bolts was stripped, this one, so I'll make sure I've marked it, the stripped one. I'll put it back in the same place. And the guy who bought the balloon off, the new balloon inside, he did made sure this was threaded okay and rethreaded it, so that's fine. So we'll put it all back together. I don't know how well this is going to come out on camera, but let me try and rig something up here. Hang on, stand that in the corner, maybe that'll work. Yeah. So that needs to go. Where's the line? There, something like that. So plenty of working rooms, lovely in conditions, beautiful stuff. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, at least we got the right amount of bolts. Always handy. Of course, you could argue I should have taken the pump out of here and cleaned it all off, etc., etc., but as Ange needs the water in the next half an hour, I thought I'd better do it. What's wrong with that? Okay, so that's them all done up. I've just put the air on the pump, the fill it, as you can see. And we're just going to put 2 bar in this vessel. There we go, 2 bar. And well, here's the moment of truth. I'll switch it on. There's my hat. Hardly a switch, I'll just plug it in, I mean. So here goes, moment of truth. A lot of noise. So it's building pressure in the system. Still building pressure in the system. Okay, still building pressure. I don't know what's going on now. So it looks like I'm having to bleed it. This is what it's doing now. Yeah, it's air in it. So that's obviously coming direct from the pump now. If I turn that off, it should build pressure now. Let's stop pumping. Yay, excellent. Come on, behave. It's cut out now, but you can hear a lot of air in the system. If it's got air, I need to go and bleed the air, I think. Hang on. There we go. Now it's getting a bit heavy. As you can hear, the pump is still just keeps cycling through. It's not losing air. It's not losing water. It sounds like there's air bypassing inside somewhere, so yeah, looks like a new pump, because I can't have this going on all the time. I'll make sure Andrew's got plenty of water for tonight. So I've got some pipe wrenches. There are still some, well, what I'm probably going to do is take the pump out, because it's awkward working on it in there. I'll take it out and probably take it over to the van where I bought the new pump and swap all the bits over. That's heavier than it looks. So that's the pump. I need these bits, so I need to take the balloon off the top and all the switch mechanism, etc., and swap it all over to the new pump. So here goes. Don't get me wet. So looking something like it. So what I have to do is remove the pressure switch and this stem and everything, and put everything onto there. And it's easy to do with the power of YouTube. You just do this. Ta-da! So all changed over, wiring done the best I can. Well, it's fairly obvious actually. All the joints back on, so let's go and fit it. So putting it all back in now. So that's this is the Italian pump we took out, being swapped by a Chinese one which we're putting back in, which is much lighter. Hope that doesn't mean something. And this one's going in there. Yay. And then this one obviously goes on the other end. Like so. Honestly, like so, yeah. Yay. This is just a brass taper fitting. Which has to be done up with these pipe grips, just to make sure. There. So in theory, plug this in, it should work. But then theory is a good thing. What I need to do now is put this, see this has a little valve on it, it's a basket, filter and a non-return valve, so stuff coming down the pipe can't come out because it pushes against the valve, and then when it sucks the valve opens. As you can see, it's got a, I don't know if you can see that, got a little one-way arrow on it. So there we go. I'll fit this now. So I just need to take this filter off the bottom, which is cable tied onto a bucket with a stone in it, just to make sure it stays in the bottom. It's not helping our problems either. So the filter, all this is knackered basically. It's a great expression. Just hoping this is the same size. It looks similar. My glamorous assistant has turned up with a PTFE. So what we need to do is, I see there used to be a band on here, you can see it's gone, but it's really tight, so I can't see it's going to make a lot of difference. This should be fun. Just let stuff go here. Basically, you put it on the same way as you thread it on. I do believe it's the best way. Plumbers out there can tell me I'm doing it wrong. And this is gas tape and not water, I know.
What's the difference between gas and water, Peter?
The gas tape's a lot thicker.
Oh, right. Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day. Yeah. There we go. So this can go back in there.
Mind the water bowl.
There's nothing wrong with it anymore. Go on. What I do need to do is cable tie that back on there. If I'm lucky, my glamorous assistant will go and get me some. Thank you, babe. Yeah, so what I've done, the new basket and valve are on there, and they're going down into this bucket, and then I'm just going to cable tie that here onto there to stop the pipe, because when the pump cuts in, the pipe does a hydraulic jacking motion, so it's to stop the pipe pulling out of the sump basically.
Very
yeah, so
dark.
all I'm doing is
see if I can.
tying this,
There we go.
as you can see, cable tie. One around that way, one around the other way. That should stop this pipe jumping out of the bucket with the stone in. It's a tried and tested method. Moment of truth. Let's switch the pump on, see what happens. If I plug this electrical connection in, I'll just dry my wet hands. And it's all protected on the other end by a RCD anyway, so here goes. We need an outlet somewhere. So now it's building pressure, obviously.
Dark and dingy little well.
Turn that tap on, please.
Right, so this tap. Oh, tap's on.
I'm just trying to get the flow going. It's got to obviously suck water up here.
Yeah, it's got quite a way to go as well, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
Aha.
You can hear the tone changes. Now it's pumping, obviously. Lots of air. Well, hey. I'll let that pump for a minute. Obviously it's stowing all the water up there, but it doesn't really matter. So if I turn this off now, oh, break the tap off. Oh dear.
Oh, we're having really lots of luck with our water this week, aren't we?
Right, let's turn the tap off. It should now build pressure and stop.
Right, let's have a quick listen in here. So it's a bit dark. There we go.
Yeah.
Yay! So we can turn that tap back off, yeah?
Well, that only feeds this one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just
okay.
to make sure to turn that
So
one.
if you want to go and
See how the
by the house where you
Yeah.
you use it for the pig food and pig water and chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll wait here just to make sure it works. Sounds as though she's turned the tap on. She's cheering. Way! Oh, that's brilliant. So that's all working again now. Obviously I didn't buy the pressure vessel. I only bought the pump, €150, and the last one was about the same 5 years ago. So that's pretty good. I will have a look at the other one. On obviously this switch is okay. It's a new switch anyway. So there is a problem in the pump somewhere on the old pump. I'll have a look at it and see what I can do. But that's great success. This morning we've called in reinforcements. We have Tony from Tony and Nickyville, and they're going to give us. He's going to give me a hand. Start clearing the edge of the pool here, and we're going to make up a jig, just so we can work out where to put our rings, etc. We need to get basically I need to place it in place to see what it looks like, but I'm not going to do that with a concrete ring. So I'm going to make up a little profile thing first. We're going to make the profile, see where it needs to sit basically. Also, Tony's going to be helping me get rid of the sand and the plants here, or put them into tubs, so we can keep them in the water, keep them alive, and then
Take it from there.
and then we'll take it from there. So, template, what we're going to do, we know we have the ring diameter is 2.5 meters diameter, so end to end across the circle. So to get the circumference, we need to times 2.5 by pi, which is 3.14. Should give us something like 7.855 meters, and half of that, 3.925 meters, obviously. So we need to cut this piece of pipe 3.925. I'll show you why. Got it. I go that way. And we'll pull this straight now. More. Okay.
Got a blade.
Yeah. That has now given us half a circle. Yeah. So we need to set the centre. This template. So this piece of wood here is exactly the diameter, I do believe. 2.5. So we need halfway on this. 1.25. So if we screw that there through, now we need to make that edge of that 1.25 here. So the radius 150 there.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so now we have 2.5 diameter across here, 1.25 to the tip of there, and we know we cut this one to the length of about 3.925, which is half the circumference. So we need to screw that in the end. So that now has given us a template of half of the circle. So we're going to see what it looks like. So Tony's going to take the template around and we're going to see where things fit. Right, so now we've dug this area flattish, which is where the new ring wants to be. I need to find out exactly what it's going to look like with this. I want to avoid the tree. Hang on. I want to see if half a circle away from the tree now. It's not going to work. Ah. Turn that over. So what I've done now is we've set up the laser level here, which is casting a level across to here. Tony's on the receiving end, and this little thing receives tells you where the laser is. So if he lifts it up a bit, it tells you the level at the bottom of the stick with that. So we can now ascertain, because that laser is a level line, we can use this stick to get all this area level for where the first ring's going to go. So just for extra precaution, what I've done is dug a trench down to, this is actually granite here, so we'll put a smaller bucket on, and we've dug a trench here. This is there's granite at this depth because I was concerned about the roots from this tree getting underneath this ring we're going to build and then cracking the concrete in the bottom. As it turns out, there's just one. See, I thought this was part of a series of roots here. Yeah, as it turned out, there's just this one root that you can see Tony's cut it off, and it's fairly near the surface. There's hardly anything. There's another tiny little one down here. So what we're going to do now to discourage the tree from putting any more roots this way, we're going to put a sheet of steel in here and then backfill it, and then we can go about building the base for this ring. We go, that's a few sheets of galvanized in there down to the rock level. Most of the roots, well, that one root was fairly high up, so what we're going to do is to encourage the root growth the other side, we'll water around here, and then the roots will go towards where the water is basically. But yeah, really pleased with that. We'll just finish backfilling around here now, and I'm going to do the same along here. Yeah, looking good. Tony's now watering where we dug the trenches just to consolidate the ground, or else over time when it gets wet it will sink down. So just where the trenches are now, across here and across here, Tony's going to, well, we're wetting that down, plus we think the few roots we've cut off the tree, it deserves a little drink as well, so we're going to give the tree a drink as well. Okay, so this morning we're going to use this leftover piece of pond liner, unfold it and see if it's big enough to lay down where we're going to put the, yes, well big enough. Big enough, huh? Yeah, so if we cut it through there.
Where's your template? Or does it matter, because it's got to cover the whole of that area anyway, hasn't it?
Yeah, but we can use the template to measure it with, can't we?
Yeah.
So I'm reckoning it's going to be about here. So this is just like a waterproof membrane, which we're going to sit the ring on. Well, we'll have this first, then some mesh, and then we'll sit everything up. And yeah, it'll easily do that.
Yeah.
Cut it off. So this is, I think it's called EDPM pond liner. Yeah, looking good to me.
Not too bad, is it?
It's almost like we know what we're doing. So the purpose of this is this ring is going to be sort of independent from the pond. We're going to sit the ring on here now. Well, we're going to put mesh on here first, then sit the ring on, then prop it up, I don't know, 3 inches or so, 75mm. And then when we concrete in the center, that it will seal into the bottom of the ring, and it will give it a, well, yeah, the ring will be sat in concrete and it will all be sealed. When that goes off, we fill it with sand, put the plants in, and then we can get rid of the water and do the main work in there. So the mesh is just before, basically anti-crack to stop the surface cracking. Just about do us. Was that you?
It's probably nicky thing. Maybe need some more of these, eh? Pulled it out.
Yeah.
Let's just have a check.
We're on the limit of the lifting capabilities, but it's in place. In the Premier lifting gang this morning.
Me, the gang.
And it's in situ and we've leveled it in. That's good enough. And it's leveled both ways as well. So yeah, what we've got to do now is just put a few blocks underneath the mesh, because mesh on the floor is doing nothing. So you've got to be in the centre of your concrete. Loving it. And then what will happen when we pour the concrete, it will go underneath the ring and it will seal itself. Because we're going to chop these edges off here and lap the plastic at the side. Loving it. Tone, I think we've earned a cup of tea.
Yeah, not well.
There we go, all prepped, backfilled on the back edge here. The plastic all wrapped up. The inside ready for concrete. All the mesh is off the floor, so it should be sitting in the middle of the concrete, which is exactly where you want it to be. Spot on. Really pleased. So we'll pour that when the mix arrives. In the meantime, carry on cleaning up around here. And well done, digger. So the weight of this ring is about 1,300 kilos, which was right on the limit of that one, as you saw. Right, I'm just trimming the edge of the door off to fit the trims I've cut, which will go there just to finish it off nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but I was just thinking,
Careful.
coming to see you.
Oh, are you?
What are you doing in the kitchen?
Come and have a look.
I heard you freckling around. So, what are you up to?
Right, I have been. Have a quick look in here. Dun-dun.
Brown stuff.
Brown stuff. Now this, oh yes, you can just see it's a little bit bubbly.
Right.
So this is grated.
It's bubbly brown stuff.
Bubbly brown stuff, which means it has fermented. It's ginger, sugar and water. And I've made a lovely paste here, and if you had smelly vision, it'd be like, oh, lovely, really is good. So this is what's known as a ginger starter. I'm going to be making some ginger beer. And to do that, have a nice jar to make it in. I'm just going to get some filtered water. Filtered water, about 1 litre. Into that, which is why I've put it onto here, I'm going to add 150 grams of sugar. So it's quite a lot of sugar, but the process of fermentation removes the sugar, or a lot of the sugar. It'll probably catch up with itself in a minute. A couple of grams between friends isn't going to hurt. So I'm just going to give this a stir to try to get as much of the sugar dissolved as possible.
So Ange has a good action here. I should get her grinding in some valves.
With me whiskey action, a lot of that is nicely dissolved now. So what I'm going to do, we add in 6 spoons of this, which would probably be most of it actually. So 1, it's floating, how strange.
Because it's got air in it. Or carbon dioxide in it actually.
Actually that is, this amount is going to be, so I just grab my whisk again, excuse my. Now this, get all my bits of ginger, strandy stuff. I'm going to put it into this pot now. Perfect. And we're just going to cover it with a bit of cheesecloth type material, just so there's still air can get in so it can breathe. And this now goes into a dark place. Don't we all? Every couple of, just give it a stir every day, just to make sure things get sort of activated. And in 4 days' time, hopefully we should have some nice ginger beer. So here we go, off to a cool dark place.
The cold room.
Yes. Ginger beer.
Smells gingery?
Gingery.
Not sure about this, you've never done this before, have you?
No, never done this before. So, thank you for my glamorous assistant.
But this is non-alcoholic, yeah? So it's like a ginger cordial, is that right?
Yeah.
Steady. Ange.
Yep.
Steady.
That's all right.
Steady.
See? Perfect.
It's not perfect, that. It's going to overflow. Told you.
There, you couldn't get much. We'll have to have a little taste, I think.
Okay.
I'll get a glass in a minute. Thank you. So the idea then is this needs to get a bit more carbonisation, so we'll leave it out for a day in room temperature, just to see if it does get a bit more fizz with it. Ooh, do you know what? I think with sparkling water, you'll really like that as well.
Really?
I'll turn you around. Oh, you're right in the sun there. It's got that. It's like fiery, the Jamaican fiery one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But I think with a bit of.
Needs work.
Oh really?
Thank you.
You're so cruel to me. He's horrible, isn't he? Cheers.
So I've made a little handle for this door. I'm just going to drill the holes through. So this goes right the way through the thick piece of the door, hopefully. Sugar. That just hit. I forgot about that. Whoops. Hit concrete the other side. Not very good for a steel drill. Oh. So now I have to go and find screws that are that long enough to go through there. Okay, got a longer bit for the drill. And the bottom one. So now I can judge where to put the handle. It's about there and there. I reckon. Because this is olive wood, it's very hard, so what I'll do is mark where the holes are and go and drill them in a minute. So, this should work. Yay, nice and tight. Yay! There we go. Looks like a caterpillar climbing up the door. But it matches the sauna. Thank you for that suggestion, Ruth. So as you can see now, we've had the delivery. 4.5 cubic meters of concrete mix basically, which is gravel and sand. I've got some cement there. I've just filled the barrel with water. Mixers here. And this is all ready for concrete. And we're going to shovel it in with this. So let's get mixing. Okay, so there we go, that is 6 loads. I will make that do. Yeah, I'll leave that a sec and then we'll float it off later. A bit more.
Right, the knife out.
So here we are in the middle of our
Building site.
pond refurb project. You saw all the work that went on. There's going to be loads more going on next week and other things as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you liked it, and if you did like it, we've got lots of space now. Give it a big like up here, and if you liked it and you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
It's free.
And don't forget to ring that little notification bell,
Ding ding.
to let you know when we put out new videos. It'll notify you and you can watch them at your leisure.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. See you next one.
Bye.
Bye. See you in the next one. Bye. So I've just gone past Max. He's in with the chickens until Lance takes them up, puts them in his. Yeah, good boy, loving it in there. I'm on my way down to feed the pigs. I said I'd do a bit of an animal update this week, and here it goes. We've had a few problems with Cindy. Cindy's been ill for a couple of days, being sick and not eating her food, but as you can see now, she's perfectly fine. Hang on, guys, give me a chance. How am I going to do this? Oh, let's just try this. Come on, go back. Will you please? I'll try and put that there. Come on. Why is there a hole all the way down there? Hello, boys. Go back then. Go back. Go back. Go back. You're not helping yourself. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go on, go on. You know where to go. Go back. Go on. Good boys. These two are fine. Hang on a sec. It's early. It's 7:30 in the morning. Clever pigs. You can see they're still happy digging up here, aren't we? What's your ball doing all the way over here? Hey? No, move over. Can I get there? No, we missed it. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, it's very dusty down here. These guys got plenty of water. Yeah. Plenty of water flowing down there. And they're finding stuff to root in everywhere. Wow. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, this pond here is where I'm going to take all the reeds from for our reed bed, the circular bit of the pond that I'm creating at the moment. All these reeds will come out of here and fill that up.